If we being honest though, fellas, a lot of us have lost good women, or because we didn't heal, or we just need to grow up, or we just weren't taught these things. So it ain't always the woman's fault. That's where I take accountability. Like if even if the women ain't gonna take accountability, I will, because maybe you was manipulative, maybe you did control her, or you handled her, mishandled her the wrong way. Maybe you wasn't paying attention. Maybe you was just in it for sex. Maybe you was just lusting. That's what I'm saying. Once you get to the root of these problems and you see where it derived from, then you can look at yourself in the mirror like, oh, okay, that was my fault. I can improve here. I can improve this way. I can do this better the next time. But if you just keep jumping from female to female and you're trying to fill a void, especially if you ain't healed from a past relationship, it's like they're gonna be the next victim, and then you create a monster. It's not always the women's fault though. That's what I'm saying. Be the man, be the bigger person. Just take accountability. We know women don't want to do that, and some women do that. But some women, they fumble us too though, but we fumble women too. You not always right and the woman not always right. So if we all could just understand that concept, the world would be a much better place though. So you as a man should take accountability, especially if you lost a good one. Some of us have lost good women. I know I have. I know I wasn't the right man. I was doing, boy shit, little boy shit. And it's just like, you see things as that's hindsight, you looking back now. But foresight, you like, damn, I'll never do that again. Or, damn, I didn't put that girl through this. Or you just got to be real with yourself. So when you look in the mirror, though, fellas, you can be like, you know what? I was honest with myself. That was my fault. You know what? I could have went about this a different way. Don't always just think like it's the woman's fault. How is it always their fault though too? And how is it always your fault too? Man, we both got to take accountability. But you as a man, just stand 10 toes, man. Sometimes you mess up a good woman, and she move on, and you see her doing okay or her life, and that's fine. You can bounce back too though, but take accountability. Stop always blaming the women. Stop giving them 50% of the power. Just take 100% accountability so you can become better. So when you run into the next woman, you run into the right woman, and it could be a good situation for you. You're not trying to make her, what I'm saying, control her. You're not victimizing anything. You healed up. Make sure you take some time off for yourself. You got some peace in your life. You working out. Do the right things in your life and put the right things inside of your body and your mind, and then I guarantee those things gonna manifest into the woman.